So students, we have completed the linear equation normal problem questions, which were a very important part. Okay, so next we are going to start linear equation in two variable, where you will have application of all of what we have read previously into this linear equation chapter. Okay, so how this linear equation in two variable works, this is extremely easy once you have learned whatever the concepts I have told you. So I'll start teaching you this with a question. Like, a question is there, like cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation to represent this statement. You have to represent this question using linear equation. Okay, so the answer will be, let the cost of notebook be x. Let the cost of notebook be rupees x, and the cost of pen be rupees y. So according to the statement, the cost of a notebook means x is means equal to, twice means 2 multiplied by twice the cost of a pen. Cost of a pen is y, which implies that x equal to 2y is the answer. That's it. Okay, so now we'll go deep into the equation and we will learn about the equation. Okay, so how we will do it? We'll do it by a question. Let this question is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35 bar. What do they want? They want the value of a, b and c. Now I'll tell you this value of a, b, c. Any linear equation is of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so you see here, if we compare it, 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35, and 5 has a bar, means 5 is repeating itself. Okay, students may feel that this is 9.35 bar means what to do, and they will miss the question. No, nothing like that. It's a simple constant. Just treat it like a constant. Okay, and now if you can note over here, this a value is 2, b value is 3, but I have not taken the constant on this side, right? So now I'll be taking the constant on this side, and it will be written as 2x plus 3y minus 9.35 as a bar is equal to 0, right? Because this was plus 9.35, transposition, it came over here minus 9.35. Now it coincides. Am I correct? Now it coincides, right? So a is 2, b is 3, and plus c. What is a plus c? This can also be written as, you see students, in order to make you understand much more better, plus minus 9.35 bar is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the value of plus c. Now you got it. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So here a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3. To be noted, students, please note this, plus c is equal to minus 9.35. Minus 9.35 has a bar. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so they can give you multiple, different kind of equation. One such kind of equation, I know you can solve it, but still I'm doing this for you. Suppose this equation is there, x minus y by 5, x minus y by 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. So what you need to do over here, I need to take LCM, right? So this is by 1 and this is also by 1. So 5, right? 5 divided by 1 gives you 5. 5 into x gives you 5x. Minus 5 divided by 5 gives you 1. 1 into y gives you y. Again this is 1. 5 divided by 1 gives you 5. 5 into minus 10 gives you minus 50. 5 into minus 10 gives you minus 50, and this is equal to 0. So now this will be 5x minus y minus 50, and there will be cross multiplication, right? So this 5 will go on that side, will get multiplied, and 5 into 0 gives you 0, right? So again, how come I write this? I can write this also as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Am I correct, students? Ax plus, it has to be plus now, plus by. B means plus means minus 1y. Minus into plus is minus. You will again get minus y only, right? So here, students, again, this is of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So here your a will be 5, b will be minus 1, and your c will be minus 50, and that is the answer. Okay, students. Next, students, I'll be talking about solutions of linear equation. What is the solution of linear equation of, means we are talking about two variable, right? So any values of x and y which satisfy the given equation of the question, means in the question whatever the equation is given, any value of x and y which satisfies the given equation means equation in a particular question which satisfies the given equation is called its solution. Is called its solution. Okay, so any value of x and y which satisfies the given equation is called its solution. Done. So there are different kind of solutions. Okay, there are usually 3 major different kind of solutions that you will get. Number 1, unique solution. Means only one solution. It means only one solution will be there. Only one solution will be there. Number 2, only 2 solutions. Unique solution and then only 2 solution. That means you can have only 2 solution over there. Number 3, infinitely many solutions. I'll give you example of each of these. Okay, so I'll start with infinitely many solutions. I'll start with infinitely many solutions. Suppose I'm talking about a question, y is equal to 3x plus 5. Okay, so how do we get to the solution of this question? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take value of y or value of x. Based on that you will be getting some values. Okay, so we'll start with, since y is equal to 3x plus 5 is given. Okay, so we'll start with y. Okay, we'll start with x. Okay, let x equal to 0. case A, where x equal to 0, y is equal to 3 into 0 is 0 plus 5. So y is equal to 5. So here, what is the point or coordinate? Is x comma y we have to write. What is the value of x that we got? 0 na? We took value of x is 0 na? 0 comma y value is 5. 0 comma 5. That is one such value. Let's take number B. X is equal to 1. Okay. So what happens in x equal to 1? Y is equal to 3x plus 5 na? 3 into 1 plus 5, which is equal to 3 plus 5, which is equal to 8. So what is the coordinate? Coordinate means, students, any point on the graph. When I'll do the graph very soon. Okay, so there I'll tell you what is the coordinate. Coordinate is x comma y, correct? What is the value of x? We have taken 1. What is the value of y? We got 8. So the value is 1 comma 8. Okay. So let's take value of x is equal to 3. Let's take it 2, not 3. 2. Y is equal to 3x na? 3 into 2 plus 5. Means 3 to just 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. Right? So the coordinate is x comma y. Right? What is your x? X is 2, correct? What is the value of y? 11. So it's 2 comma 11. That is the answer. So we got 3 points. Further, if we keep on increasing the value of x as 3, 4, 5, 6, or if we are even putting the value of x as minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like this, even then we will be getting these kind of values. Okay, we will keep getting on values, so the values will not end. So that's why this is called as infinitely many solutions. That's why it is called as infinitely many solutions. Okay, students, next we have a question. Okay, they're asking to find the value of k if x is equal to 2 comma y is equal to 1 is a solution of the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to k. So this is what I'm having an equation with me, right? And they have already given the solution x equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So your task is just to calculate the value of k, right? So let's start this. 2x plus 3y is equal to k, right? Let's substitute the values of x and y. Whenever you are going to substitute, before that you need to write substituting x equal to 2 and y is equal to 1, okay, in the equation. Okay, so I'm just starting with this. 2 into x value is 2 na, plus 3 into y value is 1 na, is equal to k, right? So 2 2s are 4 plus 3 is equal to k, which implies that 7 is equal to k, or k is equal to 7. So we got the value of k. Okay, so this was a very easy question. Students, now we will be coming into graph. Okay, you are given asked a question like draw graph of you see, number 1 is x plus y is equal to 4. Okay, so how do we start with this? We start like, we'll take different value of x for which we'll get different values of y. Okay, and we will plot minimum 2 points. Plotting 3 points is a very good practice in order to check whether your plotting have been correct or not. If either of the point is deviating from the line, I'll show you how it happens. Okay, so let the very first one, let x is equal to 0. So since x is equal to 0, so y value is 4, y is equal to 4. If x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? What is the value of y? Y is 4 minus x. Am I correct? Y is equal to transposition of x. Positive x goes on that side, becomes negative x, right? So 4 minus x, x is equal to 1, 4 minus 1, 3, y is equal to 3. So as you increase the value of x, you will see that the value of y keeps on decreasing. Y is equal to x equal to 2, y is equal to 4 minus x. Okay, here y is equal to 4 minus x. Okay, so 4 minus 2 gives you 2. Similarly, for x equal to 3, y is equal to 1. For x equal to 4, y is equal to 0, right? So these kind of values we have got. So now we will plot them into a table. Okay, students, you will draw a box like this while you are making a table. I'll draw a box like this, and there x and y. For x equal to 0, y is 4. For x equal to 1, y is 3. For x equal to 2, y is 2. For x equal to 3, y is 1. For x equal to 4, for x equal to 4, y is 0. Okay, so we have got this, right? We got it. Now we will be plotting it. So we got these values 0, 4. We got the values are 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2. So we will select the first three values and we will plot them. So let's plot 0, 4. 0, 4 means, you see students, we need to divide this, right? This is 0 and this is your x-axis. Okay, x-axis is also known as abscissa. X-axis is also known as, I'll write this, please note it down. X-axis is also known as abscissa. A-B-S-I, abscissa. And y-axis is also known as ordinate. Y-axis is also known as ordinate. So x-axis is known as abscissa, y-axis is known as ordinate. So 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, right? This point is 0. This is the center of the graph and this is marked as 0. Here we will have all positive values. Positive, we call it as positive x-axis, and this portion here, we should give arrow marks over here. This portion here is called as negative x-axis. Okay, so this is point 0, this is plus 1, this point is plus 2, this point is plus 3, this point is plus 4, this point is plus 5. So plus 5, then plus 6, plus 7. Okay, students, and this is called as the y-axis or the ordinate, right? This is the y-axis. This is the positive part of y-axis, and this below the center. Okay, this is the negative part of the y-axis. So as of now we'll plot only the positive parts. Once we are getting negative parts, we'll plot the negative portion also, and you'll put them on graph. Okay, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, like this. Okay, so we got the points as 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2. 0, 4. So 0, 4 means 0, x is 0 and y is 4. So this is the point we got. This is the point we got, 0, 4, right students? X is 0 and y is 4. So, and then we got 1, 3, 2, 2. We got 1, 3, x as 1 and x as 1, sorry, x as 1 and y as 3, x1 and y3, x1 and y3, 1, 3. And one more point is there, 2, 2, x is 2 and y is 2. So 2, 2 over this one, 2, 2. We got this point also, right? So let's match these points. Okay, so when you're going to match this point, make sure your line is falling on both the axes, right? Okay, these points should come center to center, right? And you need to plot them with extreme sensitivity. Okay, so this is my point. Okay, this is my point, and this can go on, this will move on, you keep plotting more. Okay, I've got this line. Let's see our other points, they also dwell with this line or not. 3, 1, 4, 0. Let's see. 3, 1. Point number 3, 1. X is 3 and y is 1. You see, we are getting it over here, right? So our plotting is correct. 3x is 3 and x is 3 and y is 1. You see over here. 3, 1. Our plotting is correct. Okay, students. So this was the line, x plus y is equal to 4. We can write this. We can write this over here. This line is there, na? So this line is x plus y is equal to 4, or x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. Let's plot another equation. Okay, that I'll take as y is equal to 3x. Y is equal to 3x. So y is dependent on x, correct? Y is equal to 3x. So let x equal to 0. So y is equal to 0, correct? X is equal to 1, let's take. So what will be the value of y? 3 into 1 gives you 3. Y is equal to 3. Again, x equal to 2 I'll take. So y is equal to 3 into 2, which gives you 6. X equal to 3 I'll take. So y is equal to 3 into 3, that gives you 9. Okay, so I'll put them into the box. X, y. X, y. If x is 0, y is 0. Okay. If x is 1, y is 3. Okay. If x is 2, y is 6. Okay. If x is 3, y is equal to 9. Okay. So 0, 0, 1, 3, 2, 6. 0, 0, 1, 3, 2, 6. Students, never use a pen on a graph. Always keep solving the graph with pencil. Never ever. And onto one graph, never ever point 2 lines onto it. Until and unless it is asked from you, never ever point two lines on one graph. Okay, so what we will do now is we will plot. I'm just plotting in order to save your time, or if I'm going to make one more graph, it will be waste of your time only. So 0 0 1 3. Okay, let's plot first these 2 points. 0 0 is okay, right? 1 3, x is 1 and y is 3, means this point. X is 1 and y is 3. Next point is done. Next point is 2 6, 2 comma 6, 2 on the x axis and 6 on the y axis. Follow like this. With 2, take x first and then follow for y. 2 comma 6, right? 0 0 1 3 2 6 and 3 comma 9 will plot at last to check whether our line is correct or not. So let's try to take this on a line, all of them. Center of all these points should come. Yes, we got this. This is y is equal to 3x, right? Students, I'll tell you an observation after this. This is y is equal to 3x. Let's plot our last point. 3 comma 9, x is 3, x is equal to 3 and y is 9. 9 means this is 7 na 7 8 9, this point is 9 only, so it's passing. It's definitely just extended and we are getting it. Make sure when you're going to extend, every point is matching. Now from this point we got it. This point is 3 comma 9, this point is 2 comma 6, this point is 1 comma 3 as told, right students? Okay, so you see, I'll tell you one thing. This is y is equal to 3x, correct? Any line which is as y is equal to mx, any value of m, any y is equal to 3x, 300x, 3000x, 3 lakh x, these kind of lines will always pass through the center. Why? Because there is no constant. Whenever a constant will be there, the greater the constant, the more the line will shift. The greater the constant, the more the line will shift. You see, x plus y is equal to 4. Where did it come? Where did it hit? At 4, right? So this point will always tell you about the x-axis. Always tell you about the x-axis, means where the line is going to come and hit on the x-axis. Okay, so any lines of this kind will always pass through the center, will pass through yet another question, students, which is given to you people so as to confuse you, and that question is, give the equations of two lines passing through 2 comma 14. And one more question is there: how many more such lines are there and why? It means that this point 2 comma 14 means that x equal to 2 and y is equal to 14, right? Let me write an equation and please check and see whether it is correct or not. 7x minus y is equal to 0. Is it correct or not? Because 7 into x is 2, 14. 14 minus y is 14. 14 minus 14 is equal to 0. Correct, na? Okay. One more that you can say is x plus y is equal to 16. Is it correct or not, students? 2 plus 14 is equal to 16. Is it correct or not? Huh? Now one more is there. 2x plus y is equal to 18. Correct or not? 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 14 gives you 18. One more is there. 2x plus 2y is equal to 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 14 is 28. 28 and 4 is 32. Right? So there are infinite number of lines, many lines. You keep on multiplying the values of x and y, and you will keep getting on lines, and there is no end to it, right? So there are infinite number of lines. There are infinite number of lines. Okay, students, got it? Infinite number of lines passing through two comma 14, passing through the point 2 comma 14. Understood? Okay.